Hello, bonjour, guten tag, hola, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you watch me from, much love. Hi, my name is Lottie and welcome to this week's According to the World According to Lottie. Before I start my little vlog this week, I just want you to look at this. This may look familiar to gig goers and festival goers, whatever. Seen it? Cool. I'd like to talk about like the advantages of using your phone to like take photos, film videos, and also I want to speak of the struggles and the annoyances of it as well. So the advantages are basically, you know, most people in this day and age, they carry their smartphone wherever they go now. It's like attached to you. It's almost attached to you. It's like that and piece of chewing gum on your shoe. It won't go away. It just, for some people it just won't go away. Some people, it is attached to them. So it's a good thing. It's a good way to like capture things there and then. For example, where I work in I work in a nice town called Winchester. In my lunch break, I like to take my lunch, sit on a bench, and just watch the people go by. And the best thing about it is there's loads of buskers, and there's lots of really cool talent on the high street. So there's this one particular one. He plays the violin. He has this pedal and everything. So he records one part, records another part, and plays along, and he beatboxes as well. So if you're ever in Winchester, keep an eye out for him, because he could go places and he could be on like Britain's Got Talent, whatever. He's awesome. Check him out. Then today there was a singer on the high street as well. She sung covers from like Amy Winehouse to Dolly Parton, and I think songs from The Odd Musical, and she had a very beautiful voice. So yeah. And the one artist that really captured my eyes and ears was I heard a beautiful violin melody from like the other end of the high street. I think it was either Scarborough Fair or Greensleeves, one of those two tunes. And as I came closer, I could see it was a little marionette puppet, looks like he was playing a violin along to the tune, and it was so amazing. I thought, right, no, I've got to capture this, so I did. So yeah, it's good for that. It's good for like filming bands at gigs and filming, capturing pictures of bands, and then you can share it with your friend. You can share things at the press of a button. It's quite, things are up online now with the press of a button now from wherever you are now, considering there's Wi-Fi. So that's a good thing about it. And then it's a good way to sort of help promote local talent as well, because that's so important. I like taking pictures at gigs and then maybe sharing them on my Instagram, and then if it gets up there in time, it's like, hey, these guys are here now, yeah, come on down if you're free, check them out, things like that. And sometimes the smartphone, it can give, I think, I was surprised at the quality of the sound on my one. It was, it was awesome. So that's what it's good for. Struggles can be, the smartphone may have, everything you could ever want. It has your emails on there, Facebook, whatever. I think there's even like a cooking app now, or there's an app for everything, so you can have every app on there. But the problem with that is the battery life is basically non-existent. You may as well get to a point where you have to have a portable charger wherever you go, because the smartphone may have everything on there, but the battery life is pretty much non-existent. and as sort of like mine lasted for like a day, and now it's now on charge. So that's an issue, and particularly when you're filming or taking photos, they drain the battery power, so that's a struggle. Another struggle is when people are thoughtless and inconsiderate, and they can't seem to see that you're holding your phone up like that, you're just holding your phone up, like you do. And then in this day and age, people are usually holding their phone up because they're taking a picture of something they've seen. Because if the town's new to them, they just take the picture like that, or they're taking a video. So there really isn't an excuse for people to just walk past the video, your camera, whatever, and yeah, they just get in the way and ruin your video or ruin your photo, and I find that very inconsiderate and rude. Even with the big cameras. I remember filming in Romsey, my hometown, and I was filming in one of those big, I think SLR cameras, and they're huge. You can't miss them. But people were still walking past like it was, it wasn't there. If you're at a show, I can imagine trying to get it over all those heads, and then there may be a arm just getting in the way because people are going, yeah, and then it suddenly gets in the way in your video, and then or someone suddenly or it's like somebody who's 6 foot tall. Yeah, you get these really, particularly at metal shows, you get these 6 foot Vikings, and then suddenly they they probably don't see your little tiny phone, and then they sat down in front of your camera, and you're like, no. So yeah, that can be a bit of a pain in the arse. Another struggle, I think, as well, is finding the ideal spot to do it. Because particularly in a really crowded venue, like if you're at the O2 Arena, I think O2 Arena, unless you're sitting in the balcony, no, actually, at arenas in general, I think you just forget it. Because, either if you're trying to get it over the thousands of heads in front of you if you're standing, unless you're at the very front, actually, you can forget doing it at arenas. Trying to get over the heads, and if you're sitting up in the balcony, you're so far away. So those are the struggles. But but then at the same time, it's always good once you think, right, that's enough photos, or right, I've filmed my favourite, or right, I filmed a bit of it. Always remember as well just to sit back and enjoy it as well, like not worry too much about getting photos or videos. Sometimes, the odd one or two, like I say, it's excellent for promoting bands who are just starting out, but at the same time just sort of sit back and enjoy it and forget, and maybe upload to Facebook or Instagram, whenever don't worry about doing it straight away, because I understand not everywhere has Wi-Fi, and it's, so like take your pictures and just enjoy the moment as well. That's another important thing. So, I suppose that's my message at the end of the day. I'm not going to say whether you should take or not take photos, because that's everyone's personal choice. I like to do it because, it's a good way of because I like to share these on my journo page and say, hey, this band are cool, or hey, this band are worth checking out, or hey, here's if you want to see, here's a video I took. But also at the same time, I think particularly now in this day, because one photo can actually just say it all, really. So, yeah. Anyway, that's me. I hope you enjoyed it this week. So, yeah, that's me this week. And remember, if you've got any questions you'd like to get in, or just wanna, if you just want to ask me anything, within reason, like I said in my first time I was not advertising, but telling you about this, if I'm not comfortable answering your question, please respect why, and yeah, so yeah, you can ask me anything within reason. So yeah, Details are below the video. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye bye now.